Hello and welcome to one of the series of lectures based on the renowned book The Study of Language by George Yule. Lecture 4, Social Interaction Source as Origin of Language, video edition brought to you by Learning English Language. Let's discuss the idea. Yo-hey-ho theory. Another proposal involving natural sounds has been called the yo-hey-ho theory. The idea is that the sounds of a person involved in physical effort could be the source of our language, especially when that physical effort involved several people and the interaction had to be coordinated. So this theory comes out of the belief that when a group of persons make coordinated effort to push or lift something, they make a sort of sound. And this natural sound of lifting an object or pushing an object in group might be one of the sources of the origin of language. That is the idea here. We continue to explore more ideas about this concept. A set of hums, grunts, groans. What are they? So a group of early humans might develop a set of hums, grunts, groans, and curses that were used when they were lifting and carrying large bits of trees or lifeless, hairy animals. The idea is very much clear. We continue to explore more ideas about this philosophy. Language in a social context. This idea places the development of human language in a social context. Early people must have lived in groups, for larger groups offered better protection from attack. That is true. Groups are necessarily social organizations, and to maintain those organizations, some form of communication is required, even if it is just grunts and curses. So this theory is all about a group of people making coordinated effort and in the process producing sounds might have led humans to the origin of language, to the necessity of how to use the language. That is basically the idea about this theory. Hope you understand this concept. Thank you and goodbye. And this is the original text from the book. You can have a look at and you can read for yourself. And the topic is the social interaction source from the book The Study of Language by George Yule, Cambridge University Press, New York, 2010, page number 3 and 4. That's all we have.